Good evening, everyone. This is Pro57, and I actually had an idea. I wanted to talk about how to start a book because a lot of people have issues just getting started. So, how I normally start off every chapter, I started off like I have one person who is either writing a letter, talking, or whatever. I wanted to talk about how this helps. What I'm doing currently in my one book is I want to talk about how he writes a letter every time before a chapter starts. This way it helps, one, fill up space, two, it actually lays the groundwork for what the chapter is going to be about. It helps me just re-look back at the letter and then just go from any point in the book and just go like, oh, this is what I was writing about. I wanted to help with that. So, how I personally start books, I always start them in, I always start them in like a point where something is about to happen. It's a basic quick call to action. It helps people understand who these people are. It helps them get a quick intro in what these people do. I used to actually start writing them as not what they do, but I used to start writing them as huge events that would happen that would show small amounts of groundwork for this book. Like, I wanted to write a thief, and I started it off at pretty much the end, where he's talking about how someone ruined his life and all this fun crap. Unfortunately, with that laid a vague groundwork for me because I didn't know where to go from there. I just knew where to start. Now, that would be knowing the end point. The end point of each chapter, however, you can write like a little letter, you can write just a little quick intro. I used to actually write them to where it was small events that happened outside of the character's point of view, like a news story from a forecaster's point of view, and then that would give what's going on in the world, not just what's going on in the character's head or what's going on in their body or what's going on in their life. And that was actually really fun because that gave me a quick look back at what they went through. So, my suggestion to start a book would be either start it with a letter or start it with an event. And it doesn't even have to be a huge event. One of the things I was doing was starting off my book where the guy gets a protection job where all he does is just look for cops, and it goes terribly wrong with an explosion happening, and rival gangs were coming in, and he escapes it just in time, and that laid the groundwork for how to build the world, what the world looked like, how it would manage, and how it would manage madness. So what I recommend is getting that started and just write from there. Like, do not overthink it. No one's going to really care if you mess up a couple of sentences, or if this part doesn't make sense, or if this isn't perfect. That creates Mary Sue's. Don't worry about it. Just start writing. If they screw up, which I hope they do, I really do. In fact, I'm trying to write it to where they screw up a lot. But if they screw up, then don't go back and fix it. Just have them deal with the consequences. So yeah, hope that helps. That's how to write a book by me. Alright. Have a wonderful day.